Welcome to an emergency upload from this YouTube channel. Personally, I wanted to make a fictional monarchy from Queen Banana from the Kingdom of Dongo from the Suske and Wiske franchise, a Flemish comic. But yeah, I don't see it being completed today. And well, it's better to focus on more things at once than focus only on one thing and do nothing at all. So I could have continued the next chapter of the basic Blaze for Silver story, but original the stories was on the site was published with this story, with place on for it placed 2 million years ago, where Yunra was ruling the world, of course. I was struggling to decide to show it on Amilova or on DeviantArt, but I've decided to go for Amilova. I will start with DeviantArt for one reason. This is the newer cover with characters you won't recognize except for this eye here, because the iris and the silver eyes are one of the more unique things in the comic series. Not that is unique, but more it is an unique feature of the character in that story, so you can always recognize when Yuna is in control or someone else. And well, in this case he's always in control because his body, his rules. Okay, of course the title is of course based on who guards the guardsman, but yeah, maybe he will see it on the next chapter more. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. And this is the old cover. We'll probably not see the night today. So yeah, when I finally will publish this on my basic site, it will have to do some redoing because it's very hard to read. But as you can see, it's even harder to read or maybe not, because I can zoom in. Okay, let's go for Avatar then. Go with it's very hard to explain because I don't believe a second would sense here, so I can find it cool. Yeah. But well, it's very hard to read even here. There is a trick if you want to read the text. En dan weer over. Tada! But talking more about bureaucracy. Anything else here? Yeah, it's hard to explain things. Other worlds, other creatures. The Merilagas, I think I called the cat people. Yeah, bad joke. They make preparations to fight, and well, it's better to surrender. Yeah. But okay. But my sister helped with the dialogue of the little kitty because it's surprisingly hard to write baby talk or small child talk in this case. There we go. Yeah. And then let's go. Militia, blah blah blah. If it's not understandable, the colorful people are gods in my story, and gods are more to differentiate with the aura they perform. Well, someone has a crush on the leader. Yeah, too loud, and probably even too loud in magic. Yay, my favorite part. Not this one, but we can now draw some elves that we can kill. It's Christmas already. Sadly, it takes some time from some kitties. Yeah, original name, isn't it? Gavel von Gravel. Well, he jumps down, but okay. Really needed some lines here. Even more refugees. From America. Original bread, I know. But this is 2 million years ago, so doesn't matter how things are called. I could have called them Herbo, Herbella, but well, who knows. Um, anyway, they get too much to protect, so they need all the help they can get. As you can see, not so far away. Another LP drawings of mine. How old is this series? Oh, let's see. Oh, 2013. It's only 10 years ago. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, elves can be jerks. Well, in this case, they're even worse here, but. Yeah, our first portrayal of Erecta, which will have will change somewhat because no. The same with the cats. Well, it isn't too stated, but in the Black Silver universe, elves have a very high libido, and they really need it because elves are really not fertile. So yeah, that's and let's say most accidents are keepers because it doesn't happen that often. Yeah, bad joke, but this elf is thirsting for some pussy. And flickery. And this one doesn't work all too well to show that that they go on a killing spree because, well, that's their job. You can see first. Yeah, see the exploits in flowchart weren't that interesting because yes, most of the things in flowchart are trees because it's the elemental continent of wood or forest. And before that is this here, the elemental continent of steel. Ironically, dwarves are not native in that world. And Twama is the fire continent, and therefore was Earth. And therefore was the salt continent, but yeah, that is one of the continent that they have an 100-year break for most of the parts because desolate. Yeah, the jerk, the jerk is saying that he's a follower of rules, but nah, he isn't. Because what he's doing is highly illegal. Yeah. In America, where they're not sure to go. And with a heavy heart, he knew what to do. Yes. As you can see, his heart was very heavy. Yeah, there is some risk with hiding children in the hidden sector. Well, if everything was dead and they couldn't get out, the kid will be starving. He aches. But yeah, at that time, want to keep them alive. Most people would do that. Well, it doesn't show radio, but the roof is going down. Yeah, you can be a jerk. Not for that long. Or in this case, in her case, a murderer, but the world operates in this way. And really, this page needed an extra run because, at least it needed a page for drawing the sword, the panel. Yeah, it's a really unpleasant. Yeah, typical dwarf. More complaining how the pub is understaffed. I said what he's doing. Don't kill the staff if they're understaffed, because there will be more understaffed. Mostly because he has seen enough. It's, we'll learn later. They probably know each other. It's one of the things I really should remember is that I should draw dwarfs more edgy, more less circly. You can see the Meragas and the elves have more roundy eyes, and well, the other eyes have edges in them. I like it, but it's really easy to forget to do so. Yeah, someone's leaving. Yeah, characters redesign. And it's not and she will have another redesign soon. Personally, there's nothing wrong with this redesign because character is, well, our home characters, so it doesn't have to look too human, but makes it easier. It makes it less easier to emote. Yeah, Alpha Libido. And the obligated fantasy bar fight now. Oh, can you see what I forgot? Oh no, I didn't forget it, but I really had to use. Should have used another color for that sound effect. Yeah, dwarfs. Meh, I've seen bigger. Yeah, and that's a giant. Yeah, it's not easy to figure out what was going on. And with this also. I really like this exchange. And well, Wooden learned the name of the corporal, but not the other, so yeah, he had to make a name up. So it's Mr. Willie. Well, she calls him Mr. Willie also. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Yeah, well, and her honesty was refreshing. And well, in this world, at least 2 million years ago, it was illegal to mingle blood between continents because, well, it's poisonous in the long run. But yeah, the elf just claiming I was killed her afterwards. No damage done, right? Yeah, there was still intent. And with that, there's a promotion. It's a very long chapter, isn't it? um, I don't believe I had a real age in mind for a rector at the time, but well, it's it will be coming soon. And well, this really needed a redesign. We did because this is great, and not with suggesting his name. And great is rather ugly. Why is he not ugly enough? In this case, orcs don't exist at the time because they're just called dark elves. Just like talking. But yay, and a party grows. Yeah, page 55, fabric's still not done. Technically, our first avatars or genies in the story. Zaka already existed in before we made it in this, but technically in this and not in the story, but on the reading time, this is the first time that we see extinction of gods. Yeah, that is not so good. Looks good on in the movies, but yeah, I think Shields is not so intimidating in comic form, but and we won't see God in action at the time. Oh, I really did regret this page. I could retcon it as just as ravens, but it's still dragons, and I don't want dragons in this story. Okay. Yeah, God helping doesn't do much good. Because it gives an excuse for the other side to interfere. as you probably can see with the color, and especially with the color of their aura, they're coming from the same continent. But he is an elf. No, he is a giant, and giants are natives of that continent. Maybe for drama this works, but yeah, I don't feel anything. He's one of the 10 of the great Yunra the head god. So yes, he is a league of his own. That's more like it. And with great, I designed that character for the sole reason of there is no other character in my story that is a greater fuck than anyone. There's no one eviler than him. And well, in this case, what he's doing here isn't evil. Because, yeah, let's be honest, they're losing. And if they fully lose, it just means everything dies. If they surrender, only the impure die. And well, it is not that nice, but in this case, let's be honest, better some than anyone. As winning is an option here, sadly for them. And well, he accepts the surrender. And with that, he hoped that the execution would have been delayed, but that isn't a luxury I can give. And here we end the story for this chapter. And in this case, Grat decides to misinterpret the order as Wooden here explains that his order hasn't changed. What he means, the order he just gave, there's no change in his order. And well, great. Caesar says the order hasn't changed, so he kills everyone. And even worse, but we don't go into that topic. No. Okay, so you can see we have seen that chapter, but as you can see, we already way past bedtime, No, it is the best time. You know. It was it's a surprisingly long chapter. You can also see it here. In case you're wondering, the other chapter covers are yeah. This is one of the characters you haven't seen fighting, but well, or maybe you did, but only in one silhouette. I don't remember. But it was there. Yeah, that's a strange one. And these are the fathers of the younger ones you have seen. See here. Here's the creation lie that he learned on school. But as you the half the Silverblade story hasn't finished in real time because more in this case there are parts that spoil it for the normal story. So, well, I'm boring you now with the talkie or more talkie blah blah blah. So we call it a day. Hour out.